Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. The subject of my vlog today is the 5 safest cities for expats in the Philippines. And this is just my opinion. But before I get started, let me welcome my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing. I'll never take that for granted. I'm a 58-year-old American who grew tired of the rat race and decided to move to the Philippines in search of a new life. Well, I found that new life, and I want to share with you my boots on the ground experiences the only way I know how. And it's by giving you the nitty-gritty. It's exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat that. It's not going to start today. I say that as a reminder of why I'm here. It keeps me here, guys. It's not a spiel. Remember on my video, I'm saying, what brings you here? Why am I here? If it's compelling enough, whenever you hit one of them low spots, because they're over here, it's going to hit you. You say, man, I got tired of that rat race. I got tired of working twice as hard for the same lifestyle I had before. Okay, so here's my list of the 5 safest places for expats. This is based on my boots on the ground experience. No Filipino National Police statistics or anything like that. All of these places I have at least 30 days boots on the ground experiences. All right, now this is all things being equal. This is if you're going to mind your own business. Okay, don't get drunk, argue with the locals and all that stuff. No bullying, But if you're going to come over here and act a damn fool, I can't guarantee your safety. All right, but if you just act normal like a regular Joe, you're going to be fine. And it's going to go on the list, going to go from 5 to 1. Okay? And if there's a con to any of these places, I'll tell you. Okay? Number 5 on my list is Lawigan. Lawigan. It's a barangay in Bislig City, but it's a province of Surigao del Sur. This is northern Mindanao. It's a beautiful place. It sits right on a white sand beach. There are fishermen there. That's what they do for a living. There's only 1,100 people in the whole place. You're not gonna have any problems. But the con is this: if you want to go somewhere, Managua is like a 30-minute banca boat ride. I mean, you're on one of these little boats right in the middle of I guess it's the Philippine Sea, the China Sea, the Mindanao Sea, whatever it is. I mean, you're like a little speck in this wide open sea. When I lived there, the roads were treacherous. Somebody told me that they fixed the roads now, so that would make a big difference. Then it would only be like a 10, 15-minute ride to Managua, where you get all your groceries and all of that. But this is the most remote place I've ever been in my life. At that time, there was no internet, there was no phone signals. They did get a grainy television signal. But that's it, man. I mean, you're remote. You could go there and no one would ever find you. So that's my number 5. Number 4 is going to be San Juan, Siquijor Island. And this place is my most favorite of all places I've ever been to the Philippines. I've only scratched the surface here, guys, okay? Remember, most of my experience is the Visayas region and Mindanao. You have to talk to somebody else about Luzon. I'm pretty sure there's beautiful and safe places there. This is my list of where I've lived, okay? This isn't what somebody told me. This isn't what I read. This is real boots on the ground experiences. Number 4 is San Juan, Siquijor Island. Now, believe it or not, on Siquijor, they have a jail there, but nobody's in the jail because it's safe. It may be now because, they're throwing people in jail for violating a pandemic protocol and all that. But when I was there, they had a jail, but there were no inmates. Imagine that. And I stayed in San Juan, which if you're going to see foreigners, this is where they're going to be most of the time. You're going to see tourists in San Juan because this is where a lot of resorts, a lot of the restaurants. Our favorite is Dolce Amore. That's an Italian restaurant, and it's owned by a young Italian couple. They make their homemade sauces. Everything's homemade. The bread, the crust, all of that, the pizza crust, it's all homemade. Food is, I'm talking about, is delicious. It's 1A. I'm gonna put Mahawani Hotel here as number one of my favorite restaurants. Number two, 1A is Dolce Amore in San Juan, Siquijor Island. And you can put a blindfold on and walk across the street. Traffic is just basically, you may see a truck or a Jeep every 20 minutes go past, guys. So it's safe. But remember, in the Philippines, most everything in these little small places I'm talking about, at 7:30 they're shut down. Not a whole lot of nightlife. Now San Juan does, because it's basically for tourists. So you got a monkey business is one place where they go, and you can hear live music and at night. It's right there on that strip in San Juan. But San Juan's number 4. Number 3 is Zamboanguita, Negros Oriental. This is a little municipality right outside Dumaguete, about 30 kilometers from Dumaguete. And the people here are just magnificent. That's a special place in my heart, this place, because I love tennis, and they got a little small tennis court, and they would let me play anytime I wanted. And it doesn't matter if they had Class A players there or Class C. They did not discriminate against me. One of the best was a preacher, as a matter of fact. He invited me to his church. I actually went to church twice there. Okay, he convinced me to go, and I went there twice, 2 Sundays in a row, ate dinner at his house, met his whole family, and they have this little municipality. If you blink, you're gonna miss it in the Philippines, but they have this little town area, if you want to call it that. It's about a 2-block stretch on both sides, and you got big sorry stores, because there's no grocery store there. Bakeries, you might have a Palawan and an M. Lawyer or 2. You got a marketplace, but they actually have a curfew, and they had one pre-pandemic. The police actually patrol around there at night, very, very safe. You can actually sleep with your door open, because we did on many occasions. Okay. Number 2 is Ormoc City, Leyte. According to the PNP, it's the safest city in the Philippines. I knew something was going on there, because I'm going to tell you, you could hear a pin drop certain times of the night. No one bothered you. The night market is just unbelievable there. It's all pre-pandemic. You could go there and get something to eat, walk around their plaza. No one's going to bother you. When I was there, last time I was there, they had a religious festival going on, concert, rather. And pardon me, and I didn't look this up. I should have. They've got a resort there. It wasn't far from where the Airbnb I was staying. It has a swimming pool, and it has the warmest water, almost being hot. And I couldn't understand it. I mean, they don't heat the pool. It's just how it is. I mean, at nighttime, it's a pleasant surprise when you step your foot inside that water. It's going to shock you. And in 2018, the last real figures that they had for first quarter, for the first 3 months, January, February, March, they had 134 crime incidents. Now, this is in a city of 230,000. It's the largest city in Leyte, second largest in the Eastern Visayas region. Now, you compare that to Quezon City, that same time, over 12,000. See, once you get outside Manila and Cebu, crime is basically not, it goes way down, guys, but these are just the places I've stayed. But, Ormoc City is really nice. It's known for its pineapples. So if you go there, they've got just amazing. It's just something you're going to have to see for yourself. I can't describe it. These plantations, they're just so big. And they're super sweet, these little bitty pineapples. And here's a secret. This is what the Filipina told me, who owned the Airbnb I was staying. Her and her husband, Patrick. He's half German. They said if you eat those pineapples there, 2 or 3 hours later, if you engage in a certain type of sex, you can taste the pineapples. This is what she told me. This ain't something I made up, okay? So Ormoc City is number 2. Number 1 is St. Carlos City. And then my girlfriend wants to argue with me about it, but I'm saying, this is my experience, I'm telling people. This is my list, you know, because none of these places have I ever heard or known of anybody that's ever been shot, killed, or robbed, okay? Yeah, I did hear about one of my first landlord here. He had a renter who got shot, but hell, he was drunk, bar hopping. He was from Australia. Damn near died. He went home. That's only. But he told me that. See, it's not something I saw with my own eyes. Not something I experienced. All right. But this place shuts down at 7:30 though. Not a whole lot of nightlife. The people here treat me like a celebrity. Really, they do. If you look on my community page, you'll see that picture of me with the police, everything like that. It's because the lady came over here. She was a contestant in the Miss Sunshine Shoulders beauty contest. I was just reading my book, relaxing. They wouldn't leave. They wanted to meet Sunshine Shoulders. So I came out there, and you see a lot of police here. They patrol, and then they have the traffic enforcers. So it's really, really safe here, guys. So that's my list. You know, your list is going to be different if you've been here for any specific period of time. But see, what I like to do is give you the 360. I always talk about the dangerous spots, the no-go zones, where you're not going to feel safe, where you shouldn't go. But this is a place, this is the 5 safest places, guys, because when you first get over here, man, this place is vast. You're going to go to Manila, you're going to go to Cebu. Those are the crime traps. You know, sometimes you can just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but once you get outside those urban cities, I mean, it's about as safe as any place I've ever been. I'm going to talk about this everywhere phrase that we always use, especially in America, when most of us have never even traveled outside of America. But if you say, hey, it's safe there, you say whatever you say, they're going to say, oh, it's like that everywhere. No, you haven't been everywhere, just like I haven't been everywhere over here in the Philippines. I'm giving you my list. But I'm going to talk about that on my live stream later, so join me. But thank you so much for stopping by. If you're in America, it's getting late, and I hope you help somebody before you let your head hit the pillow. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. You see it's raining. I'm getting wet right now, but I had to sit here in order to get enough light to make this video. We got the whole rest of the day to intentionally go out and help somebody. The pandemic has just devastated this place. More variant, one Delta variant case here died. But Colin, I've got to go there later on this month to renew my visa. They're on MECQ. They've got, I believe, 2 Delta variant cases there. The COVID cases in Negros, Occidental, where I live, the province where I live, it skyrocketed 64% from August 20th to September 2nd, guys, you know. So, you know, people need our help over here. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.